Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Grains were a little bit higher overnight. Late in the session yesterday, there was talk that China may have come in and bought 3 cargoes of U.S. corn and 300,000 tons of U.S. sorghum. The corn is part of a licensed import quota and not necessarily by Sinograin, who buys for the reserve, or COFCO that buys for domestic consumption. That number now has swelled to about 1.5 million tons of possible U.S. corn. Brazil is kind of out of the market until their second crop harvest. Argentina is also out of the market because of their lower crop. So it might be that China might decide to buy some U.S. corn. Also, if Xi has decided that he no longer wants Ukraine corn, 2 things could happen. Number one, they could buy from U.S. But number 2, and maybe more importantly, it doesn't really give Putin any ammunition to extend the Ukraine export corridor that expires March 19th. And I think that would be kind of a big deal for both corn and wheat. The wheat market finally found a bid at higher corn prices after a $1 drop over the last 2 weeks because of lower Russian prices. We also note that weather. There is a chance for some showers in Argentina in the second week of the forecast. I would say that the European model has a little bit better chance of rain in Argentina. Some people might think it's a little bit too little too late, but that could offer some resistance to the soybean market. There was talk that there was switching of 500,000 tons of Argentina bean exports to Brazil. This underscores the fact that probably Argentina is going to have to import beans from Brazil or Uruguay or Paraguay to keep their crush normal. We also note here in the United States, the European model shows some rain over the next 2 weeks over the eastern half of the southern plains. Parts of southwest Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma Panhandle will probably miss these rains, but it looks like maybe as much as 50% coverage of a half inch or more in the other areas. The American model is more aggressive in the amount of rain that the southern plains might get over the next 2 weeks. We are heading closer to the USDA supply and demand numbers. I think everyone's looking for maybe a little bit increase in the corn carryout, maybe wheat and beans unchanged. We could see global corn and soybean stocks decline because of the lower Argentina crop, with world wheat stocks about unchanged. The only other weather thing that we note is that it's been dry in eastern Australia, and in normal years in which we switch to El Nino, Australia tends to have a smaller than average wheat crop.